Well, for the major city chiefs, and that includes the police chiefs from all of the largest cities throughout the United States: New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Houston, you name it. All of those jurisdictions, the police chiefs have supported the assault weapons ban. They've supported the ban of high-capacity magazines, but it goes further than that. I mean, we've looked at things like armor-coated ammunition. There are certain things that the military and law enforcement have a need for, but that having them out in the general public just, in my view, serves no purpose. And one of the important things, and having listened to some of the callers this morning, I think it's important that I don't know of, and I can certainly let the sheriff speak for the Sheriff's Association, but I don't know of any position that the sheriffs or the police chiefs have taken that would take guns out of the hands of people who hunt, who use them for recreation, for sport. We're not trying to take guns away from anybody, but we're just trying to institute some common sense measures that would keep our community safer. And that is my interest. That is the interest of every police chief in this country, keeping the neighborhoods and communities that they serve safer.
Do you feel like the right to bear arms is getting stricter?
No, I don't think it's getting stricter in Georgia. It's probably getting less strict in that the last couple of years the legislature has passed laws which broaden the rights of where a person can carry guns.
Wait, where's your standpoint on the view of the laws being or less strict?
Well, my view is that the right to bear arms is, of course, protected by the Constitution, but I think we also should look at the need to have training, proper training, education on the use of firearms, and this is one of the things that you have with individuals like yourselves. Get ready to drive a car, you go through an education training program so you don't hurt somebody with it. Same thing should be true with use of guns.
What is your thoughts on the recent legislation that enables Georgia citizens with the license to carry firearms all the time?
Well, they have the right before to carry it all the time, but what you have is they've broadened the places that you can take a firearm in. For instance, governmental buildings. That was always a, quote, restricted area. Bars were restricted areas. And now, with the change of law, the governmental buildings, unless they have a security point where you have to go through security, then your right to carry a weapon, a gun into those places is open. Well, I'm not sure that's a good thing or not. Most local governments felt there was a problem, and I agree.
Sheriff Stanek, what about those issues when it comes to assault weapons and high-capacity magazines? You heard Chief Manger here talk about these kind of issues. Where do you and your organization stand on these kind of things?
Yeah, the chief and I have had a chance to work on a number of these issues over the past year. The Major County Sheriff's Association, somewhat just the opposite in some terms, others we come to agreement. The Major County Sheriff's Association did not support an assault weapons ban. We did not support bans on high-capacity magazines. We did agree on mental health. We agreed on a number of other issues moving forward. You know, the bottom line is that Major County Sheriff's Association felt that gun control in and of itself would not solve the complex problems of extreme gun violence across this country that's happening each and every day. And we should impose on the law-abiding rights, the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens in order to solve that problem. Now, having said that, that's where Congress and that's where the legislators across this country have to figure out where they can come together and do something to reduce extreme gun violence in our communities.
In the upcoming year, what actions will you be taking to support your view on the gun laws?
I don't know that I'll be personally sponsoring legislation one way or the other, but I do, as I said earlier, feel that there's some things that we should address, which is dealing with the education and training for the use of weapons.
Do you think that your car should be an extension of your property in order to keep guns without a concealed license?
Yeah. Well, you have the right under current law to have a gun, for instance, in your glove compartment. I think that's an appropriate thing to do. Some people in their travels in vehicles feel a need for safety of having the presence of a gun. But if you have it, of course, in the open, or you carry it on your person, you have to have a license for that.
Okay.